School District High School football. Live on Stream It Sports, Northern Colorado. This broadcast is brought to you by Schrader Oil. Fuel your day. By Pedersen Toyota in Fort Collins. Everything cars made easy. And by First Bank. Visit any of our convenient locations in Northern Colorado. First Bank, banking for good. And now for the play-by-play, here's David Haase and Randy McCoy.
Welcome to Poudre School District Athletics. Tonight, live on Stream It Sports from French Field in beautiful Fort Collins, Colorado. The Fossil Ridge Sabercats host the Rocky Mountain Lobos in Colorado High School boys varsity football action. Hello, my name is David Haase, along with my partner Randy McCoy and Grace Reeder on camera tonight. Randy, two teams 0-1, needing to get that win, and a back-to-back city games we've had here at French Field. This should be a good one.
Well, it should be, and you've got two teams really searching for who they are. And you see the big crowd over there at Rocky Mountain. This is one of those games where Rocky Mountain is playing in their home field, but they're the away team. So both teams really do need to kind of find out who they are. You know, they don't know. Both teams got beat. And
tough starts last week. We saw Collins last night. They beat Foster's last week. Rocky Mountain lost to number 5 ranked Columbine the week before, and a very impressive Columbine team. So they're looking to find out what they can establish tonight early and often. Should be a real good game.
Yep, so we will be back with the play-by-play after a word from our sponsors. You're watching Stream It Sports.
If this is how your bank sees the world, how do they see you? Be an individual at First Bank. Banking for good.
Welcome to Toyota's National Clearance Event.
We love adventure and we want something safe.
RAV4 comes with Toyota Safety Sense Standard.
Just imagine the things we'll see.
Here we go. Oh, look at the zebras.
Oh, look at those 2 rhinos. Oh.
Are they?
Maybe the beach.
Love the beach.
Right now, get 0% APR financing for 72 months on a new 2017 RAV4. Or get $3,000 cash back on RAV4.
Enjoy the sights.
Toyota, let's go places.
Wayne, everyone knows by now that Schrader's Country Stores have the best car washes around. They don't need to see you standing in the car wash explaining the undercarriage wash, the rocker panel spray, the protective finish application, and the jet dryer. No, Wayne, all you have to do is see the beautiful shine on my nice clean car. No muss, no fuss, and I'm certainly not all wet.
You won't get soaked at Schrader Country Store car washes, just shiny clean.
We're back here. You see the Fossil Ridge Sabercats getting ready to make their entrance. That's a big old mouth, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the best way to get through, get yourself fired up, run on the field. We just had the coin toss out there, but the kids went out and then they reversed, and I don't think the referee and the kids are on the same page. They're talking about it again. Now he's flipping around the other way, and Rocky Mountain's going to have their backs to the north end zone. So that means Fossil Ridge, they deferred, won the toss. They're going to kick off to the Lobos, who will be receiving and defending that north end zone.
The other thing about that big old Sabercat head, if one of those guys gets caught in one of those teeth, man, they're going to have trouble.
Yep.
And here come the Fossil Ridge Sabercats. And again, both teams have played one game, and Fossil Ridge got beat by a 4A team, Fort Collins, and got 5 turnovers and was only able to score 6 points. So
yeah, it's kind of a rough debut for sure, but like I say, that improvement from week 1 to week 2 is what every coach sees, and they hope to get that tonight. Rocky Mountain, we said earlier, they got pretty well dominated by a really good team. Didn't play badly, but too much firepower in Columbine.
Yeah, they did.
And we can hear no chirping from our camera person tonight. Grace Reeder, proud graduate of Columbine High School, and
she's a rebel, huh?
Yeah, we got it. But what an upgrade we've got at camera, so we're all quite happy with that. Lobos in that south end zone themselves after the coin toss. They're going to line up now. We'll have the Fossil Ridge Band play our national anthem and have our kickoff following. Thanks for tuning in to Stream It Sports here at Frenchfield. Great night for football.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
As always, a fine job by the Fossil Ridge Marching Band. Was going to tell you this would be a great night to open 2 tabs. And I don't mean the kind of tabs you're talking about.
Nope. Confusion there.
Yeah.
Across the way, nice shot of the Lobos there getting out in the field. Tell you what, doesn't take much to get excited to play a city rivalry game, does it?
No, and Rocky and Fossil, though I wouldn't say our rivals, I'd say they like to beat each other.
Oh, yeah. Well, and we talked about every sport here in town. You've seen your adversary for quite a few years, whether it's in middle school ball all the way through. It could be Pop Warner, club ball, too. It's just fuels that fire a little bit. So when you get on the big stage here at French, like tonight, it is definitely everybody's on deck.
So at the same time tonight, we are doing Windsor Pine Creek is also on Stream It Sports. And Eric Freehoff, Cody McCoy on the call. And
big game over there, number 1 Pine Creek.
Big game.
Traveling north up I-25.
You can hear Eric right here. There you go, watching it on my device. So anyway, that looks good. That's a good shot. So our team over there, first night, that's a big night for Stream It Sports NoCo. And it's a big night for these 2 teams. Here's David Haase.
Murphy to kick off for the SaberCats. Strong leg drives it high in the air. No chance to return for the Lobos back there. Deep that time. We'll see most of the night. Jordan Yancey, number 33, the junior running back, get a lot of carries. And Mateo Vitano, senior, defensive back, safety, both return men. And we'll tell you right off the bat, we're going to try to help out with these numbers as best we can out there for both these squads. But it's tough to see those SaberCat numbers. Number 5, Jimmy Carson at corner. Ryan Ressler, number 8. The other defensive back, 20, is Riley Jones at safety. Lobos come out. 2-back set. Expect most of the game, Randy.
And running back almost...
Clip to it. Ball's on the ground. He hit the leg and just flew. Still loose. Still on the ground. SaberCats gets it. Somebody poked the ball. The running back, it broke through the linebacker level. Had a nice hole. Didn't have ball security. And it just got kicked off his thigh and flew about 15 yards.
That's 6 turnovers that Fossil Ridge is forced in a game and a play. And
tonight
that's
they
what
need
you
to
want.
Do something with it, don't they?
Yeah, that's what every team wants, but I'll tell you what, you don't want to give the SaberCats that kind of momentum just to start things right off, because that could really spark something.
Oh, a big play. You never know when it's going to happen. SaberCats led on the field by Tanner Hoke, the senior quarterback, number 7. Running back behind him in the pistol formation, not getting a lot of carries, Casey Knutson, the junior. Tight end right, Twins here to the near side. Toss left. Gain of a couple, gets across inside the 40-yard line.
You know, we've watched Fossil Ridge the last few years. They've run that spread offense. I don't know what it's called, but it's a spread offense and a lot of passing.
There's lots of versions of it out there, that's for sure.
Yeah. I think they need to establish some runs here. And
well, you don't mind taking some time off the clock. Get yourself out there, get used to hitting somebody on offense. Hoke with a really strong arm. Fakes the give. Hoke takes off himself up the middle. Driving ahead. He's got a host of Lobos on him, but great forward lean. Gain of about 5.
And he never did go down.
Nope.
Well, that young man, he's short of stature, but we've seen him. He's got a cannon on that right
cannon
side.
And plenty of heart. He ran right up the middle of that defense that time. A little bit more of a manageable third and less than 5. They need to get down inside the 31. Lobo's got nobody on the slot receiver out there wide, so it's just one you have to shift over to it. Look at the safety playing very far inside. Now he walks it over. There's still a big gap there. We saw Columbine take advantage of that last week a few times. It's tough to man up. Shows you playing zone. Fake the toss, cuts right back up the middle, and gets the first down yardage.
You know, high school football is a quarterback's league. I mean, we know you got to have good quarterback play.
Yeah, you stop really quickly if you don't.
Yeah, and so far those are two great
plays by there. And well, the fake I like so much because the defense went flowing, and with everybody spread out like that, he had a lane to run. Last week, Hoke was the leading ball carrier with 13 carries. And out of that shotgun formation, he'll get a lot of hits, but like I say, after a bit, that's going to wear on you. 1st and 10, though. Nice run to pick up the first down.
What was a good decision is what it was.
First pass of the night, got an easy man on the out.
And that's Murphy.
Calvin Murphy just catches a nice little stop pattern out there. Ball is delivered on time. Just he came out of his cut. Defensive back had no chance to come up and make the play. And right now, Lobo's playing off and playing kind of a deep zone. You got to take what the defense gives you. First down again and another play. Right now, Fossil Ridge on the march. Trying to take advantage of that turnover to start the game. Motion. Mesh. Ball's on the ground. Hope does fall on it, though. It's kind of one of those I got it, you take it moments, and tried to fake it and pull it back and didn't quite secure it.
Well, one of the people that Fossil Ridge was hoping would come back, Calvin Marley, who got hurt early in the season last year.
Yeah.
But since then, he got signed by Wichita State, I believe.
Got an offer to play baseball. And they pretty much, as you see in all sports, they say if you get hurt in another sport, kind of tough to do that.
That offer may not stand.
Such a great baseball player, too.
But he was
Fake the toss up the middle again. Big hit by Lambert. Got down close to the 10-yard line, maybe just inside it, so it'll bring up 3rd and about 6.
Well, right now he's run that option to perfection.
But it's not. It's really not even an option. It's a fake toss. Because there's no. He's looking at the defensive end. The end goes outside. He fakes it and goes and runs. So I guess that could be the option there. But they're going to start staying at home and make somebody play one-on-one with that running back. I like that type of play call.
And it's fairly safe, too.
Yep, 3rd. Nice pass the outside. It's going to be short of the first down. Gets down close to the 5-yard line. Good throw and catch.
Well, I think I'd take the points here. When you only scored 6 last week.
Yeah, but you got a chance to make a statement. I don't see anybody running out there at the tee. They're staying on the field. So 4th and 2, big play here early in this match at French Field. 8:48, left to go in the first quarter. Turnover on the first play by the Lobos. And a nice drive going for about 40 yards so far by the SaberCats down to this 4th and 2 play. So trips right now to the far side. Now we can tell Rocky Mountain's going to man defense.
And they may just try to get him to jump off too.
No count yet by the back judge.
Big play here.
Now this goes back to more of a pass formation look. Play call change. Back judge still not counting. Now he does. Snap, fake the give. He's going to try to run. He's got nowhere to go. Oh, he got a nice surge, though. Lambert hit him. Rocky's defense is running off the field, and the offense coming on, so apparently short, and he is. The referee says no go on the first down yardage.
And I think
I like the try. I really do. Got to respect the try.
You can respect it, but you got to get the points. You can't get a turnover and come away with no points. You know, if you scored 45 last week, that's one thing. You scored 6 last week, you got to get the points.
So a drive that stalled at the 9-yard line for the Lobos. Back out now to run their second play. Deep into their own territory, too. Excuse me, on the 4-yard line. Give the ball right side. Big gash out there going forward outside the 10 to the 12, 13-yard line. Number 27, Cameron Marangelo, just right off behind. You know, there's some big kids on that Rocky line for sure. And Spencer Lavelle and Noah Lavelle, his twin brother. Spencer Lavelle, CSU commit. We'll try to find a way to stay behind number 73 a lot tonight. And then defenses will start, you know, looking for that. You'll compensate to that side of your dominant blockers, and then you go weak side. It's just a great chess match this game.
So we got some equipment issues on one of the defensive linemen, Fossil Ridge.
Yep.
So
take him out. Nice job by the referee. Safety first. Second and about 3. Dive to the left side, actually pushes through it. Going to be stopped, no gain. Nice job by the Sabercats stacking that one up. Other guys up front tonight for the Sabercats too. Sean Bauerfein, number 46. Garrett Vreeland, number 53. Just to see those guys up front, you know, Randy, you got to get big. Eric Spain, number 61 too. They're gonna have to have that integrity to stay on that inside, not let anybody by. Because Rocky kind of plays that quick dive offense, a lot like Columbine we saw last week. Very much execution oriented, short handoffs. Sweep left side, cuts by 1, goes to the outside. Nice job of tackle, sheds that tackle.
And they stop him.
So gain of about 5 on first down.
Number 27, Cameron Marangelo.
So Marangelo that time again on the sweep, turns it up, kind of like we saw last night from Mr. Erickson. 190 some yards from JT Erickson and Poudre last night. What a dominant performance Poudre put on.
Well, and we saw, you know, probably the class of the city, but certainly to be a top 10 team with a 3-0 record coming out.
Yep, they really should. 2nd and 4 now for the Lobos. Brandel under center again, the first start last week. 50% passer in game 1, not a bad start. Give again, left side, pushing forward. Looks to have crossed the 25-yard line. If he did, he'll get first down there.
And this is really what Rocky wants to do. They want to run the ball, control the ball, score, obviously.
Yep. Yeah, all of a sudden you look up like last week with Rocky and Columbine. You know, clock's running now 6:19, but you look up and a quarter's gone. And you don't get the ball back. As we talked about at Brandel last week, his opening game, pretty effective. Made some good, smart decisions. Pass the outside here. Nice job of getting off blocks. Great job by the outside corner, shedding that block and getting upfield, making tackle. Jimmy Carson, number 5.
Obvious block in the back there. If they didn't call, maybe he got off of
if you turn though, you can make a block there on the line of scrimmage.
Good look there at the young man.
Yeah, that was just a great job of defeating the outside block and getting upfield. So after a loss of the play of about 2, single receiver split both sides. Gonna have a procedure call on the Lobos. Receiver on the top side just took a little step at the snap and wasn't set. Didn't go in motion, just flinched. I would imagine they'll decline it because that's going to bring up 3rd and 9. Coach Bigelow signing in. Yeah, he doesn't want it. Let's take the play.
Another big play for Fossil Ridge defense and for Rocky Mountain. We're down to 5 minutes to go in the first quarter.
3rd down and 9.
Both teams kind of feeling each other out, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. When you play for the first 2 minutes of that, you get to burn off all that adrenaline. You know, you have to worry about that, and don't want the big mistakes early, too high, too low, and we've seen a little bit of both already. Fossil getting the big turnover, Rocky getting the big stop. So 3rd and 9 now. Receivers both sides split out, tied into the top of the screen. Brandel back in the pocket, screen Paul. Yancey there, no one around him to make a call. Nice job. He cut it the outside, he cut the inside, he had a big lane to go. Well done again. And the corner's got to come up like that. Carson did a nice job. He's got to come up on the outside like that. Don't give the sideline away. And then the running back who caught the pass and turned outside, Yancey ran right into him. Solid open field tackle. So 2 receivers back. Good snap. Punt's shanked. Punt won't go to about the 40-yard line.
And you know, Rocky Mountain's the only team in town that's got their kickers coming back, too.
Yeah, that's certainly not what expecting to see out of him, but it happens to them all. Yeah, I think we'll look at the only 2 tonight. You got Murphy back, who's an experienced kicker, even though he wasn't the primary one so much last year. So Fossil Ridge definitely getting the field position on their 2 drives. Starting on the Lobo side of the field both times, this time at the 40 on the near hash. Trips to the top of your screen.
I bet you quarterback doesn't run as easy on this drive.
Well, he's going to try it right away. He's got the gap up the middle.
Proves me wrong, and boy.
And big pop.
He was not afraid to run into 51, was he?
No, that was a pretty good collision, and that's the offense's advantage there. Hayden Steffens hit him, but if you put your head down there, you can get called for targeting if you're the defense. And Hoke is a smaller player, more hits to the helmet, tack 15 on it. So good run, good tackle. Gain of 4. Throwing here the short out, nice fire putt. Oh, that was a little wide. Boy, I thought he had a nice break on the ball, too, for first down measurement.
Well, he's got a smooth release. Talk a little bit about what you have to do offensively if you've got a shorter quarterback like that.
Well, part of it, he needs to be back in the pocket. You've got a big offensive line. You 6'3", 6'4" across the front there, a couple of guys. So that's going to really narrow down those lanes. The out patterns are going to be the much more seeable spots for him. Crossing patterns, things over the middle. You might not see that linebacker, so that right now those play calls have been to the outside.
Will he roll out any?
He certainly has the arm to do it. This time he's got nowhere to go. One pump fake, but then he had 2 Lobos all over him. Number 49 coming around the corner.
And that was a coverage sack, I think.
Yeah, Leofow jumped on him and got the sack, so that's going to bring up 4th and 10. And it's just tough. That's one of those growing pains as a young line up there, too, when you've got moments like tonight. And Leofow, pretty strong player. He had somebody he wanted to. He stepped up in the pocket like you want to do, but once again, he's got to find that throwing lane. He can't see over the top as well. And as you're right, though, too, the rollouts will certainly be part of it, I imagine. Another punt straight up. It's going to kick to the side. Good Fossil bounce. Inside the 20, down near the 15, or the Lobos will take over. So you're watching Stream Sports. We'll be right back.
You're watching PSD High School Sports live in high definition on Stream Sports NoCo.
You can see there 2:35 left here in the first quarter. You can watch us on Facebook Live tonight, too, on Stream Sports NoCo and Stream Sports. And you also could probably be watching the other game.
Yeah, report from that other game over there. Thanks to one of our crack reporters in the Ethernet world. Kyle Peters says the Windsor Wizards are trailing Pine Creek right now 7-0. Sweep left side. Somebody shot the gap and got right into the legs of the running back. Nice tackle. showing good quickness there.
I looked it up. That's a 1 against 3 over there, Windsor and Pine Creek. So
big match. I would imagine the stands are pretty full over there for Eric and Cody to be calling above. That's great.
Well, he says he's pretty crowded up in their press area.
They've got room. No room.
Don't have much room.
So no gain on first down. And right now you see Fossil Ridge up there with 7, 8 guys in the box. 7 in the box right now. They're daring Rocky Mountain to throw. 5 down lineman come back. Brandle's out. He's going to throw the swing pass over the middle. He's got a man. Steps away from one tackle. Gets upfield. Did a nice job of looking at the outside linebacker because his back flared out to the right, and then he had his receiver coming in, number 10, Holden Lefke, come through. Hit him with a strike, and Lefke with maybe a yard or two after contact brings up 3rd and short. No score here at Frenchfield. Minute 20 to play in the first. Big city rivalry game. Fossil Ridge and Rocky Mountain. Sabercats in their dark jerseys, home jersey tonight. Lobos in the all-white. Run off the left side. Push forward if he crossed the 25, and looks to be did by the side judges. Stop. Lobos will move the chains. Just a beautiful night for football out here, too. We're trying to find if we got any Sabercat or Lobo mascot signings. I haven't seen the Sabercat yet. And not real easy to see clear across the field tonight, is it? Tano split far side of the field, tight end the right side, left side of the formation for Lobos.
And give him free 5 there.
Yep, little too ready to go. Part of getting charged up and moving back and forth. And high school, there's 2 ways to do it, basically. You can be drawn off by the offense, or you can just break the plane yourself.
Sponsor the Streets of Fort Collins, American Furniture Warehouse.
Brings up 1st and 5, ball just across the 30-yard line. Lobos have not crossed midfield the entire first quarter. Randy played on the north side of this field, half. Toss wide left, speed run. Still downfield, got room to go, got the sideline. It's going to be a foot race in the end zone. Jimmy Carson comes all the way across field from his left cornerback position. Gain of about 50 yards on the play.
Showed some speed there, didn't
he
young
really
man?
did. Yeah, he broke to the outside, and just as Marangelo, the junior, Rocky Mountain's backs are young, but boy, they've got some depth there, and they come to show at that time. Nice blocking on the outside. Follow behind Level and Level, like the law firm over there. And we got a timeout called on the play.
That's the end of the quarter.
That is the end of the quarter. That's how quick it went. So after 1 quarter here play at French Field, no score, Lobos and Sabercats. You're watching Streaming Sports.
If this is how your bank sees the world, how do they see you? Be an individual at First Bank. Banking for good.
Back here now to start the second quarter. No score. Nice shot of that end zone, north end zone scoreboard. No score here at French Field. Lobos just after a long run on a 2nd down play, bring it down inside the 30-yard line. Sabercats defense, great hustle play just to keep the touchdown. Still the 2-back set. 7 up front there, give straight ahead. Just making it a push-pull contest. They're going to make them stop that dive, won't they, Randy?
Yeah, and Fossil Ridge has done a pretty good job except for the 50-yarder. We'll see if Rocky Mountain can capitalize on that.
Gain of maybe 4, long 3. need to get inside the 16-yard line to move the chains again. Brandel back under center. You won't see the Lobos too much in the shotgun. Yancey and Merlangello are behind him. Crossbuck play, trap going through, just tripped. It's one of those patience plays. You try to have a little penetration, you let them come there, and then the backside linebacker for the SaberCats did a nice job coming in, filling that hole.
This is, again, we talk about the middle school, junior high programs. This is Kennard Preston combined against Blevins and Weber, isn't it?
Pretty much.
These boys have been playing each other since 7th grade.
So a big third down play here. Almost assume they're in 4-down range. Support from the fans over here. Just throw, he's got the man out in the wide open. Nice pattern. Big cushion out there again. Both defensive back sets, Randy, playing off quite a bit, trying not to, give up the big one early, and a good step in throw, a lot of velocity on that ball from Brandel. Difference already from last week, can't we see it?
Well, we've got some quarterbacks that we're probably going to be a lot better game 5, 6.
Yeah, as they progress through the year.
And we do have a timeout.
So Fossil Ridge takes a timeout after the first down. They'll regroup, and we'll be right back. You're watching Streaming Sports.
Welcome to Toyota's National Clearance Event.
We love adventure and we want something safe.
RAV4 comes with Toyota Safety Sense Standard.
Just imagine the things we'll see.
Here we go. Oh, look at the zebras.
Oh, look at those 2 rhinos. Oh.
Are they?
Maybe the beach.
Love the beach.
Right now, get 0% APR financing for 72 months on a new 2017 RAV4. Or get $3,000 cash back on RAV4.
Enjoy the sights.
Toyota, let's go places.
Back here now live after the timeout. 1st and 10 Lobos. Ball on the SaberCat 15-yard line. Twin splits, twin backs behind. Brandel under center. Tight end left side. Once again, that's your dominant side to run. Give the straight ahead left. Nice job of just stacking up the hole. 3 and 4 SaberCats, they're playing right there. They know the gaps are going to come through, and when they find that spot, they get in there. That's great. Good stopping the run. Like I said, they're committing 7 to stop it. If you don't, Rocky Mountain will wear you out. Play call becomes the important thing now because you got second. You want to get that 4 or 5. You want to have a manageable 3rd and 4th down because you're within field goal range. But just like we saw in the last drive, both these coaches would certainly like to start off with 6, wouldn't they?
Well, they would. And
sweep left side again. Just tripped up. That's 2nd or 3rd time the first level, and we got a late flag.
I don't know, late hit or.
Nobody landed on the ball carrier, so thinking more like somebody, an illegal block, but we'll find out here. The referee's getting the report from the back judge. Fossil Ridge looks like they're retreating. It's usually the best way to figure it out. And it was a personal foul, face mask, so that's maybe how he went down so quick. So that's an automatic first down. Ball's the 5-yard line, half the distance in. Substitutions. Play from the bench. Fossil Ridge going more run-heavy defense.
Well, games have a certain feel, and I don't know if this is going to be this way, but this has the feel of a 14-7 game or something like that. So points are going to be at a premium, I believe.
Every play like that's really important, isn't it? Twins left side, give the ball up right up the middle, stacked up again. Tell you what, Fossil's doing a nice job at the point of attack, not letting that through. After the long runs and the 2 or 3 early runs going the left side, and maybe Rocky Mountain is starting to be a little telegraphed.
Well, they're setting them up for a pitch to pull that out.
Well, you're going to go behind your commit there. You're going to go behind your D1 player on the left side, Lavelle, and twin brother is just about as big as him. Pretty good prescription, but right now Fossil Ridge certainly up to the task. So no gain really on the play. 2nd down, goal to go. Give again, left side. Give again, stuffed. So Fossil Ridge shooting the gaps. They're just filling it in. So it's one of those definitions of insanity, as they say. We'll keep trying the same thing over and over again and see if we get it right. Right now, Fossil Ridge dominant right there at the point of attack. Now do you throw?
I would, because it seems like they're really keying on that inside. And
yeah.
Somebody's liable to leak out and be wide open in the end zone. We've seen that
Keying
more
on
than
that
once in our life.
Yeah. So big play early. You want some ball security here. If you don't have the pass, you throw it away because you're right in field goal range.
You got single coverage outside. And
man defense on the top. You can tell that because now they're bumping it out as the motion comes across. Straight give to the left side again. Just a big push. Heading towards the end zone, down maybe to the 3-yard line. That was just a scrum. That was heel-to-heel offensive lineman and diving right in front of him. Big on big would be the phrase we're looking at there. Looks like now it's going to be the field goal unit coming in, and it is.
Well, we lost it down, but okay, it's 4th and 4. They thought scoreboard said 3rd, so.
Didn't kick it forward. Field goal attempt coming. Good snap, hold down, kick is up, and it is good. So after the drive, Lobos don't go for it, get the 3. Fossil Ridge, they went for it and got stopped. 3-0 right now. You talk about taking points. That time Coach Brook decided to take points, didn't he?
Yeah, well, again, when you're not a team that's going to score a bunch, you better take them when you can get them. And who know, I don't know what their kicking situation is with Fossil Ridge, but, all likelihood we'd have a 3-3 game here. So,
yeah, chance to find out how the game progresses. Great shot there in the center field. The Poudre School District logo right in the middle of French Field. Home of 4 local teams, someday to be 5 whenever the new high school gets filled up and built on the east side of the interstate. Thanks for tuning in to Streaming Sports tonight. When you get out to Pedersen Toyota, First Bank, or Schrader Oil, thank them. Tell them thanks for sponsoring our broadcast and helping us bring you the local support of high school athletes. Volleyball with Sam Miller and Cody McCoy on the call there too with her. A lot of it going on. Lobos kickoff's going to be high. Chance to return. It's going to be down to the 2 in the corner. Great positioning kick. And a big hit at the 10-yard line.
Boy, they did that picture perfect, didn't they?
Kicked it right to the corner, and we've got somebody said something afterwards.
Penalty flag is down at the end of the play.
That will be an unsportsmanlike conduct call. You can just about bet on it.
Got a score update from Windsor, 10-0 Pine Creek over Windsor.
Rocky Mountain's going to be called for the unsportsmanlike, so somebody enjoyed the big play too much and got Fossil Ridge out of a big hole, puts them out to the 25-yard line. We are looking at our cast across the interstate.
Looking good, boy. Good shot there from Dylan.
Mr. Danatel.
Over there. Doing the camera work. Mr. Eric Freehoff on the call.
And that's one of those coaching moments right now. Like I say, Fossil Ridge now gets the ball to 25. They were going to start on their own 10. Very different drive when you're not in the shadow of your own goalposts. Twins wide right, single receiver at the top. Running back set. Don't think that was designed. That didn't run by the way they wanted to because the motion met the same time the running back did, and everybody knew the handoff was coming. Loss of maybe a yard on the play. I think they might want to start throwing that out occasionally on first down too, Randy, because Hook's already shown the ability to just put that laser on it, doesn't he?
Well, he's got, Murphy was one of the best receivers in the conference last year, over 800 yards.
Toss left. Good outside leverage that time. Gain of about 5, maybe 6 yards. Lobo secondary coming up and filling. But they like that play. I tell you, it's been running success. They give Hook the chance to either take the run or do the toss. He makes the decision right away, too. It's a step and then either toss or go. So 3rd and about 7. Ball marked back a little further. I thought he got another step on that. Lobo showing blitz. Man defense with a safety over the top on the top of your screen. Hope does look to his left, sees the man in the slot, throws a little high.
Well, that's a bullet, though.
Yeah, it really was, and just a fraction later, he had a chance to clear there, and the safety was making the break on it, too. They were right there. It could have been, a few years ago, those are the big collision balls, and receivers, that takes courage to go over the middle, extend yourself. So the punt will be a 3 and out. Patano back at his own 38-yard line. All set now, personal protector up front. Good snap. Rocky not really trying to do the rush, setting up the return. Fair catch called. And a nice job of picking it up at the 39-yard line.
Want to speak out to our sponsors, Schrader Oil, Pedersen Toyota, First Bank. If you'd like to be a sponsor, we need a couple more, like to have a couple of more, just email me at rmccoy@streamitsports.com. That's rmccoy@streamitsports.com. We will get you some information about some sponsorship packages. Even for 2018, we're already thinking about 2018. So we had a had an illegal procedure, but it was declined.
Yep, that wouldn't have made much difference. You got the ball near midfield. Offense had a decent drive the last time. Umpires switching out the footballs. Everybody gets to play their own version of the ball they want to play. Twins at the top of the screen. Tight end near us.
And
somebody picked up their hand.
Yep. And he knew it as soon as he did it.
Yeah.
And he'll remain unnamed.
Yep. Just ready to go, but everybody else wasn't ready at the same time. Beautiful night here at Frenchfield for football. Just cool enough to enjoy it as a spectator, warm enough as an athlete. You stay loose. We haven't had that bad heat game yet where you worry about kids cramping up all over the place. Although we do have a Saturday game next week, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, I believe it's Fairview and Rocky Mountain. 11 a.m. kickoff. So 1st and 15. Give the ball to the inside. A lot of room to run. Breaks through the safety. He's getting the clear. It's going to be a foot race to the end zone. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. What a great burst, and used the open field to his advantage. Turned away from his defenders, knowing where they were coming from. And you keep running that same play. You stack it up, and then you go through it.
Number 2 on that run.
Tyrese Adler, the junior, 15 carries last week for 69 yards. He had more than that on that carry, I think.
Yeah, great run.
That, I think, was actually 65 yards. Chance to go up 10-0 right now with 5:37 left in the second now. And that's the way that offense works, Randy. Get that slide, go through there, ran through that crease hard. Kick is up and good. So chance now for Fossil Ridge. Plenty of time to come back and get a score. You don't need to get just a touchdown. You need to come back and get at least 3 points. And as you told me earlier, now you might want those 3, but
yeah,
it's a long season, and sometimes coaches want to grow their kids in those situations.
And there's the Rocky Mountain faithful over there. Great shot at really full. Nice crowd here tonight.
Yeah, really big crowd.
Several thousand.
Yep, and represented well on this side. Fossil Ridge showed up. We'll get as usual, a treat at halftime, the Fossil Ridge Performance Band. Highly acclaimed. They're either state champs defending or state champs going to be pretty much every year. Great program they have there. We'll get to have them on camera. Try to support every kid that participates in every non-reading, writing, and arithmetic class. The band, the cheerleaders, they all put a lot of work in. Saren Hughes forward, number 5 to kick off again. Last one he put right in the corner inside the 5-yard line. Rocky Mountain, though, with the mistake of the personal foul after the fact. Drives this one straight down the middle. No sense reaching up for that. Touchback.
Fossil Ridge has to be careful right here. They need to hold the ball the rest of this half because they do another 3 and out. and Rocky scores another, you know, that's not that you can't come back from that, but your energy, your momentum, just
it's tough.
It's tough to do that. You get your head down a little bit. So remember that
they've got
a lot of
athletes.
these are 15, 16, 17-year-old kids. These aren't men out there. So
a lot of coaching at the high school level has to do with emotions and keeping everybody not too up and not too down.
Well, you got
Twins the near side here. Nobody on that slot guy. You got the safety over the top. You have that gap in this type of defense. When you're playing too high in that zone, the old Tampa 2, they call it. There it is, found him right in this crease. And that they faked the play on the fake toss, and I think we might have had a fumble. No, you're going to call it. I think we had a timeout. Might have been called. I thought we had a fumble in the play the way they were talking. Illegal receiver downfield. So Lyman wasn't in on the play. That's going to come back. But what I liked about that, Randy, they faked the toss, and then the receiver went down this slat. It just sat right there in that little soft zone underneath the safety because you're playing the too high zone, the old Tampa 2 defense. You don't want to give it the big play. It gives you deep coverage, but you do have a void there. And boy, Hook put it right on the money, didn't he?
He did. A little slow developing, which is why he didn't get more yardage, too.
Yep. But it's a good first down call, but unfortunately the penalty brings him back. 1st and 15. Trips to the top of your screen. When the running back comes up and sets in front of him, pretty much been a pass play all the time. Takes it downfield. It's going to be well overthrown, though. Tried to take it down the field and hit number 37, who had the out route, Donovan Murphy. But that's one of those you just kind of put some air on it. Murphy certainly got the speed. And you throw that quick, the safety can't get there. And he had a good break on the defensive back.
Sometimes I'd like to see him, go maybe more towards the center, and like you said, just throw it up and
take that ball downfield. Well, plenty of arm for that. So 2nd and 15 now after the incomplete pass. Did stop the clock at 5:10. Changing the play there. You see it come from the sideline. Because when you see the pistol back, the back behind the quarterback goes from behind him and steps up front of him, so far in the game, that's mostly been pass protection. It's got to be running out of time. Yeah, they did. There's the 5 count went.
So Fossil Ridge's offense is just lost right now. They
need to get a play run. Moving backwards and moving towards your own end zone and not running the clock. That's not the way you want to draw it up.
On the other hand, it's good for Rocky Mountain, isn't it?
And we've apparently got a few voices carrying down below that have even stronger opinions about it. We do have a crowd mic, fans, so you may hear something besides us once in a while. Doesn't mean they're not right, not wrong. It's just that we can't edit that. Motion across the formation, fake. Hook runs right up the middle and into a whole lot of white jerseys. That was a safe play. They want to run the clock there, but they got to blow the whistle. He's a tough kid, but you don't want to do that. Somebody's going to fall on a knee. And it could be a defender getting hurt too. But
I'm not sure why they didn't throw a flag even there, because it was, I don't know who you'd call somebody got to give up.
Yeah, you got to stop. That's the officials with the whistle, because the kids are going to keep playing. That was just run the clock and run something safe.
Well, that's been the most successful play so far in the game.
Clock is running down to 4:35 by the time we get a snap here. Another play change coming from the sideline.
So far, have not been very creative in their play calling. They've run about 2 or 3 plays. Rocky Mountain seems to have.
Motion from the far side, so we're going to have trips to this end. Man right in the slot, good pass and catch. Breaks free at the edge there. Close to first down yardage, Randy. Here's going to be an interesting call now. You're going to have 4th at about 2 or 3 yards. That's pretty big now. They're trying to get him up the line of scrimmage. They want to do a quick snap. So they want to go for it. There's probably a call play already. 4th and 2. Big risk here with 4 minutes left to play here in the half.
Nobody on this slot receiver.
Yeah, we got
over
hit. The slot receiver's all by himself. Safety still trying to get over. But now Fossil Ridge hurries up to the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to call the play again. So that advantage kind of went away. Slot man still, though, in the open. Now they receive. Now they're going to have to call a timeout. You got the back judge singling 5 again. 3, 2. Yep, they're going to take the timeout. So that's the early season work you've got to do as an offense, and that good timeout taken by Coach Bigelow and his staff. So we'll be right back. You're watching Stream It Sports.
Wayne, Everyone knows by now that Schrader's Country Stores have the best car washes around. They don't need to see you standing in the car wash explaining the undercarriage wash, the rocker panel spray, the protective finish application, and the jet dryer. No, Wayne, all you have to do is see the beautiful shine on my nice clean car. No muss, no fuss, and I'm certainly not all wet.
You won't get soaked at Schrader Country Store car washes, just shiny clean.
So we're back here live now after the timeout. Fossil Ridge decided to punt. Tano back inside his 35. Good snap. Clean punt gets away. End over ender is going to be taken on the run. Immediately hit. Nice. Oh, that's, yeah. Can't do that. Both players are on the ground. Another one, and then we got another flag coming out.
Boy, they're having a...
There may be... These are all after the end of the play because that was definitely a personal foul, late hit. I don't know if the other flag thrown just wanted to be in on the party, felt like he needed to throw his too, but there may be 2 fouls on this. Blood's running a little hot.
Yeah, well, Fossil Ridge is frustrated, and they've gone almost 6 quarters now, scored 6 points.
I think they're trying to figure out who, where, and when right now, because there was certainly the one on the tackle, or the second. The tackle was a great tackle, great open field tackle. Ventano showing what he wanted to do. So, personal foul. First one, we knew that for sure. Second one, there is unsportsmanlike conduct, and that's going to be on Rocky Mountain. Could have been reacting to the call. Reacting to the play. Got to keep your head. Let the officials do the work. So Fossil Ridge gets a break there. Rocky Mountain with their second personal unsportsmanlike conduct personal foul.
And they keep track of those, don't they?
Yes, they do.
At headquarters.
Yes, they do. They do it right here in the game, and you could be escorted out if you get 2 of them.
You get
so
3,
the
I think
offset.
you're out the next game even or something, aren't you?
Oh, well, you can't get 3. You're gone. You're already gone. Unless you get it from the bench, I guess. It's like baseball. They escort you to the locker room like they do in the NFL. Either way, though, both teams, like I say, just a little carried away. So 1st and 10 Lobos with 3:21 left.
Fossil Ridge defense really needs to come up with a play and make a play
yeah, they need a
for
first
their
stop.
offense.
5-man line, 7 in the box again, really built to stop the run. Curl to the left side, kick out block, steps in the middle. Nice job of crashing down on the outside. Rocky Mountain stays in the inside, gains about 3, but good job of getting off the bottom of that pile. You see there, big old number 65, NoCo Padilla, the junior. And again from the outside there too, I think got Jimmy Carson, boy, number 5 right now. He's made several plays. He saved the first touchdown on the long run in the first quarter. And made several tackles from that corner spot.
Spencer Lavelle was blocking pretty good on this young man out here. Didn't like it. Oh, almost a good catch by the coach off his hands.
Yep, the vertical's not what it used to be. So the stop pattern from the quarterback and the receiver just a little off in timing wise. And for Fossil Ridge, that's not bad too, because it does stop the clock. Throw might have been just a little bit rushed because the receiver wasn't down to the sticks yet, and those are going to be generally meant to go right to the first down marker. So 3rd and 7 coming up, 2:43 left. The Lobos lead here, 10-0, first half. Brandel alertly getting his receiver off the line of scrimmage. Motion coming now. And they're going to have a delay of game call. So 1 each now. Both offenses have taken a little bit too much time. And that's the difference off of the near side play. Last time, Randy, the out of bounds pass stopped the clock. But their officials get the ball back in and set it right away. Rocky Mountain sending their plays in from the sideline. A little slow to get that done. When you get messenger your plays, you're certainly not like you're showing cards. As so many teams do now. So 3rd and 11, much bigger number than 3rd and 6. got to get out to their own 48-yard line for a first down. And we're going to have a procedure call.
Neither team.
A little rough right now.
Yeah, I think the offense will have a little meeting.
Yeah, well, this composure, I mean, those are the things that come across. And I think definitely now, I mean, I would be shocked if it's not a run play. Run off 25, 30 seconds before you punt it. Don't give Fossil Ridge a chance to have that end of half score. But it is a pass, so what do I know? Slot play coming in, hits the man on the stride, breaks away one tackle. He's going to get first down yards or very close to it, depending on the spot. He reached the ball out, but I think that, and now we got somebody, we got another personal foul called after the play.
Well,
so it's going to be depending on the spot. If they get the first down, I don't think they're going to get it, Randy. But if they got the first down, then you'd have the personal foul after that, and it would move it back if it's against Rocky, which I'm betting it is.
Yeah, a young man got up, didn't like.
Yep. So safe to say there's quite a lot of chirping going on.
You don't know if you only saw the second half or whatever, but
that happens
you can't retaliate no matter what.
Yeah, as you'd say, you know there's a lot of chirping going on.
You have two teams that are kind of even, and neither one of them are playing up to.
Well, right now there's just two big plays, and there's about 130 yards worth of rushing on 2 plays for Rocky Mountain, and just other than that, they've had not much success. I mean, they count certainly.
Yeah. And that's more than Fossil Ridge has. So, but neither team really probably extremely happy with how they're performing.
Toss left side, got some room. Cuts back up the middle. Spins away from one tackle, goes forward. So apparently they did give Rocky Mountain the first down. I didn't look across. I thought he was short. I mean, usually you're my expert on that. So he did get the yard to gain, and after the play was over, the personal foul was called, so they moved back 15 yards, 1st and 10 again. So it is 2nd and about 4 with minute 59 left in the half. Give right side. Short game. And the clock continues to run. Both teams with 2 timeouts left. Doesn't look like SaberCats trying to use it. I think if Rocky Mountain gets a first down here, gets to midfield, then you might want to see they stop the clock themselves. Big play here. Fossil Ridge still in the 3-man front. They've kind of widened out. Defensive ends are standing up. Dive left side. And got forward enough, just crossing that 42-yard line. Now if you're Rocky Mountain, you might want to take a chance to throw one downfield.
Yeah, I mean, a pick isn't going to kill you.
No, you can make it a long punt, but still, most things you want to do is be sure to go in ahead 10-0. Mistake on the play that time, and nice job by Brandel just getting to the ground. He did what he should do as quarterback. If you turn, somebody went the wrong way. If you turn down and go, follow the play in the same hole. So timeout now on the field with 1 minute left in the half. We'll take a break up here. You're watching Streaming Sports. Back here now after the timeout, 2nd and 8 for the Lobos. 1 minute left in the half. Brandel back to throw, looks to his right. Takes it deep downfield, got a man wide open. It's going to be a foot race to the corner. He's going to score easily.
Yeah,
What a great throw by Brandel. He stood there, set his foot, and just fired it deep and had a man wide open. well behind the defensive back. I think somebody just took a peek and stopped.
Yeah, and I'm not sure how you do that with a minute 22. You just had timeout. And I'm sure one of the things that should have been said by the defensive coordinator, don't let anybody get behind you.
Well, I'd imagine it was said. But once again, we're talking about 16, 17, 18-year-olds. So on the big touchdown pass from Brandel to, I believe, Cody Stevens, number 82, I think that was him on the far side. We affectionately call that part of the field the dark side of the moon. Kind of hard to see, but big play before half. Exactly what Rocky Mountain wants, exactly what Fossil Ridge doesn't want.
Yeah, well, we called it. That pass isn't going to hurt you if it's incomplete, if it's intercepted, it's not going to hurt you.
Take a shot coming out of the timeout. Only took 10 seconds off the court, so there's certainly a chance for 3 or 4 plays. Look for Hoke to have a chance to air it out himself. But boy, I tell you, that's defense that played its heart out and had a couple of big plays. Stopped the touchdown the first time it happened. Second one did go to the end zone, but Fossil Ridge defense on the point of attacks played pretty well tonight. I imagine Rocky's probably got 7-8 first downs, but they've got to go to the locker room and say, okay, the one play didn't beat us. We're doing some things in offense. They just got to string it together. So Hughes Ford, number 5, back to kick for the Lobos. Drives this one high into the night sky. Going to be taken right at the, nope, the leg over his head. Did carry it in the end zone. Automatic touchback in high school. So 1st and 10 for the SaberCats on their 20-yard line. So 50 seconds, Randy. Plenty of time. You complete a couple of passes. Murphy's got a strong leg. He'd have a chance. So trips to the far side, top of your screen. Rocky Mountain got 4 down linemen. Everybody backing up just a little bit. Got to know it's going to go downfield. Trying to square in. Hook takes off, misses one tackle, and smartly goes down.
Should have been a flag there, but
didn't, just hit him with his arm. You're touchy tonight.
Nah, I couldn't. It looked to me like he slid with it. Okay.
He slid. He touched him with it. He did. He hit him with a forearm. That's coming from the old defensive sack.
I thought he led with his head. So
yeah. Well, if he'd been up, yeah, it would have been. Well, that's the thing when quarterbacks you go running down there. There's a little bit of talking going on still about the call.
Well, he slid.
Yeah, that's
what you're giving up. And I could see asking something if I was a coach.
Oh yeah, both sides. One's going to say, okay, let him keep running. The other one's going to say, well, he was down. No, it was a smart slide just to get down. And they got their timeout called. 41 seconds left. And that time Rocky Mountain backed off. They had 3 deep across the board. So I think that took away the Murphy was here on this near side single protection with one single defender. And then Coke decides, I might be able to make 15 or 20 on the run. Certainly has the ability to. Trips to the top of your screen. There's only 2 deep defensive backs over there. That's where you got your numbers when you go downfield. Looking again, though, the near side. Going to just have to get rid of it. Fires out of bounds. Good decision.
Well, he wanted to go to Murphy down the right side.
Yeah, looking again. They're just trying to. Actually, I think that might have been Kravik. Yeah. No, actually, no, you're right. It was 27.
37.
37, excuse me, Murphy. I thought I saw Mike Kravik out there, too, number 17. Those SaberCat numbers, even though they put a little white trim on them this year.
Oh, you can't see them at all.
Just can't. So 3rd down 5. Need to get a completion here to keep the drive alive. Screen call. I like this play. Man in front of him is going to have the sideline. Tangled, run down. Nice safe tackle, but he gets out of bounds. Good job by the Saber. I like that play call a lot.
That's a great play call.
Yeah, Jacob Gallahan there, the junior, number 21, coming from the safety spot for the tackle.
Fossil Ridge is in an odd situation because they're kind of, I wouldn't say they're rebuilding, but they're, they had a huge senior class last year.
Yep.
And that played everything. When you have that, typically the next year you've kind of got to retool things with sophomores and juniors.
New guys got to come in. Try the short out again this time. Murphy just a little too far outside. Couldn't hold on. He tried to drag a toe there, didn't he? Just knew he ran out of real estate. Trips the top of the field. Hoke looking that way. He's got a man down the slot. Tries to find Murphy again. He's his safety valve. Can't get anybody. He's going to run. Just goes right out of bounds. Good decision. A couple Lobos players wanting a holding call there. Official said just go back there and line up. I'll take care of the flags. 14 seconds left. Easily time for 3 plays if they get the ball out of the hand quickly. So 3rd down and 10. Need to get across the 45-yard line, the other side of the field for the first. Then you got a chance for 2 or 3 to the end zone. Yep, that's what you did right there. And last timeout's going to be taken by Fossil Ridge after the first down call. Well, I'm going to see. I thought we had the timeout called there, but right now they're lining back up. So the referee looked over at the bench and basically said, are you going to do it? But they got the first down. The clock was stopped. Reset now on the snap. Good job of coaching there when the SaberCats knew they got the first down. They didn't need to waste that timeout. Snap taken, looking down the middle, got the slot, just throwing another out pattern. Incomplete. 5 seconds left, so now you got to go to the end zone. Yeah, they had the chance to take that downfield. Yep. Well, you know, Murphy's got a pretty strong leg. He just hadn't had a chance to try that out. Right now, that would be a 52-yarder into a pretty good breeze. The tape's blowing off the uprights on the south end zone.
Yeah, breeze has come up.
Yep. We appreciate that up here. The ball was spiked. Now, there are no timeouts left, so that's basically the reason for that. Now they may be giving them a try for the field goal.
Fairly ironic if they do that.
Well, just a good use of the play clock there. Got up there, got your first down, spike it, no time run off. Get a spot, it ball's outside the 41-yard line, makes it 52 yards.
Obviously, he's hit something close to this, or they would be trying.
Well, you got to try to get something on the board. It's going to be well short of the end zone and to the left, just overkicked it. Anybody with the golf club in their hands, when the driver's done that, they know exactly what that does. Put a little too much into it. So after 1/2 a play here at French Field, Rocky Mountain leads 17-0 over the SaberCats. We'll be back for the halftime show. SaberCat Band in the second half. You're watching
Welcome to Toyota's National Clearance Event.
We love adventure and we want something safe.
RAV4 comes with Toyota Safety Sense Standard.
Just imagine the things we'll see.
Here we go. Oh, look at the zebras.
Oh, look at those 2 rhinos. Oh.
Are they?
Maybe the beach.
Love the beach.
Right now, get 0% APR financing for 72 months on a new 2017 RAV4. Or get $3,000 cash back on RAV4.
Enjoy the sight.
Toyota, let's go places.
Great news! We broke our all-time sales record, and it's all thanks to my nephew, Skylar.
Bro, it's Sky.
After my brother made me hire Sky, I switched us to First Bank to make up for him. Now business is better than ever.
No matter the reason, switching to First Bank can help your business grow.
Wayne, everyone knows by now that Schrader's Country Stores have the best car washes around. They don't need to see you standing in the car wash explaining the undercarriage wash, the rocker panel spray, the protective finish application, and the jet dryer. No, Wayne, all you have to do is see the beautiful shine on my nice clean car. No muss, no fuss, and I'm certainly not all wet.
You won't get soaked at Schrader Country Store car washes, just shiny clean.
We're back now for our halftime break, and we will leave you with the Fossil Ridge SaberCat Performance Band. perennially a top band here in the state of Colorado, you are in for a treat. You're not going to see many high school bands like this, folks. We'll leave it to you, and we'll get back to the third quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your halftime entertainment, please welcome the Fossil Ridge High School Marching Band. The band will be performing a portion of their 2017 production entitled Forever Green. Please welcome drum majors Kira Robinson, Jesse Griffith, and Dawson Feely, and the Fossil Ridge High School Marching Band. Gentlemen, the Fossil Ridge High School Marching Band. The band is under the direction of Daniel Bowen, Connolly, Shannon Eversley, John Merriweather, and Ryan Newman. The band would like to thank all the staff, students, and band parents for supporting the support. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, the Fossil Ridge High School Marching Band.
Welcome to Toyota's National Clearance Event.
We love adventure and we want something safe.
RAV4 comes with Toyota Safety Sense Standard.
Just imagine the things we'll see.
Here we go. Oh, look at the zebras.
Oh, look at those two rhinos. Oh.
Are they?
Maybe the beach.
Love the beach.
Right now, get 0% APR financing for 72 months on a new 20...
Toyota's National Clearance Event.
We love adventure and we want something safe.
RAV4 comes with Toyota Safety Sense Standard.
Just imagine the things we'll see.
Here we go. Oh, look at the zebras.
Oh, look at those two rhinos. Oh.
Are they?
Maybe the beach.
Love the beach.
Right now, get 0% APR financing for 72 months on a new 2017 RAV4. Or get $3,000 cash back on RAV4.
Enjoy the sights.
Toyota, let's go places.
Great news! We broke our all-time sales record, and it's all thanks to my nephew, Skylar.
Bro, it's Sky.
After my brother made me hire Sky, I switched us to First Bank to make up for him. Now business is better than ever.
No matter the reason, switching to First Bank can help your business grow.
Wayne, everyone knows by now that Schrader's Country Stores have the best car washes around. They don't need to see you standing in the car wash explaining the undercarriage wash, the rocker panel spray, the protective finish application, and the jet dryer. No, Wayne, all you have to do is see the beautiful shine on my nice clean car. No muss, no fuss, and I'm certainly not all wet.
You won't get soaked at Schrader Country Store car washes, just shiny clean.
Back here now at the beginning of the third quarter. And there's our Schrader Gas Card winners of the night. Hey, quick dances up there. Welcome back now. Getting close to the start of the third quarter here at French Field. 3 big plays in that first half of the Rocky Mountain Lobos. Randy came up with 2 long touchdowns and another play setting up a field goal. Leads that 17-0 lead they have. Limited success kind of back and forth for the SaberCats. Just couldn't generate a first down after first down drive, could they?
Yeah, they were lacking really just that solid run game that is so important. Why don't you tell the people about those gas bucks? You were kind of muted there, and some of them might have heard. But
well, we had a chance to hand out gas dollars from Schrader Oil Company, one of our longtime sponsors, and we picked 4 winners from the SaberCat student section. And they get to go home with $10 each. And if you're a high school student or a parent of one, you know that gas money is always a point of contention. But I never drove that far. But how's it empty?
My brother drove it.
Yeah.
That's the one I hear.
Yeah, my friend said they'll buy lunch if I drive.
He used the gas.
But either way, thanks to Schrader Oil and their sponsorship of that program now for the 4th year running.
You see Fossil Ridge there, talking, and they've really got to come out with energy here, or this game could get out of hand. This is third quarter, and almost any game is really the most important, especially for the team that's behind.
Well, and they do have the benefit of starting with the ball this time. Hughes Ford will be kicking from the south end zone, so Fossil Ridge will be going into a decent breeze. We're not really quite a wind blow up now. If you can see some of the stuff blowing around the edge of the field or some of the trash bags that are wrapped up here in the stands, they're fluttering pretty strong. So I think that that wind will, even with a strong arm like Hoax, will play a difference in the game. Hughes Ford drives this ball, and that's going to go well into the end zone, might just go out of it. And it does. He goes way out of the end zone. So bomb with the wind behind it, and not like a little confidence when you know you got a trailing wind, and let it fly. No return.
And I would expect Rocky to play with confidence, too, with a 17-0 lead. Big touchdown there towards the end of the
that take advantage of that. The defensive back for the SaberCats slipped, fell down, and had the big gap, and just too much to overcome. And alertly seeing that, too, was Brandel stepped up and made a really nice throw, and Stevens took it on in. So, Fossil Ridge, as you said, Randy, they need something good to happen in this quarter. And they start out with the ball 1st and 10. Pistol formation, receivers both sides split. Motion right away. Inside shovel pass to the tight end.
I like that call.
Yeah, I do too. It's a safe one. It drops. It's incomplete pass behind the line of scrimmage.
If you watch the Chiefs beat the Patriots last night, Alex Smith ran that play.
Who won?
The Chiefs. And Alex Smith ran that play to Travis Kelce about 5 times. So I think John Elway kind of made that play famous, didn't he?
Well, and Alex Smith, he ran that at Utah. That was just a good run option play for them last night, taking advantage of that. What you got to do, the defense gives you, got to take it. This time snap well over the head, back inside the 10-yard line, and they just have to fall on it, which is a smart thing to do. Going to be a loss of about 20 yards. Goes from the 29-yard line down to about the, close to the 9-yard line.
I think that's what you call shooting yourself in the foot.
Yeah. Well, and so you have one good thing happen, one step forward, one back, and doesn't matter. So there was a penalty called on the SaberCats too, and that'll be declined. If you hear any of the buffeting out there on our crowd mic, that is the wind, and it's picked up. It's a nice night. If you're a spectator, it feels good, but it will affect the ball out there on the field. Trips the top of your screen, 3rd down and about 21 to go. They got to get across the 30-yard line. Hoke, screen pass underneath, bounded around Clement, nowhere really to go. Saw that one coming. It's about the 3rd time they've run screen plays, and I think the lineman just said, I'm not going to chase you upfield that far. You're way back here. So 4th down, Lobos force the punt. Not so much force the benefit of a snap. Fossil Ridge will be punting from their end zone. Vitano just about midfield to receive it. Good snap. Protector comes off the side of the foot. Ball's going to hit about the 30-yard line and bounce backwards.
Oh, my gosh.
Yep, tough break to have that happen then. As you say, I was talking about, it's a pretty stiff wind coming out of that south end zone. Punters want to put a fine point on that ball to get it turned over. Have that chance to, drive up in the wind because they know the ball's going to get knocked down, and then It's just that fine edge of either end over end or spiral, and then or a shank. So Lobos 1st and 10, ball inside the 30-yard line of Fossil Ridge, and the way the night's going, as you said, mentally on a team that hasn't scored a touchdown in a while, tough to be mentally here. That defense has got to step up. Toss left side. That's actually one of those there where he turned up field. And he could have just waited just a half a second. Big old 73 level was just driving his man towards the outside there, and he cuts back underneath. That would have been had the chance for the gain. So no gain on the play. Great look from our picks from over Windsor tonight. Eric and Cody on the call. First ever game for Stream It Sports at Windsor High School. Number 1 and number 3 ranked in the state, Pine Creek and Windsor.
Sitting under a nice umbrella.
Graham fakes, knowing there's a chance to sprawl roll, fires it down the middle. He's got a man on the side. Threw the safe pass. The receiver just didn't come back far enough.
That's what I'd like to see Tanner Hoke do, is get out, get outside, move the pocket.
Yep. Well, and give the run pass option back to your quarterback, and he had plenty of time there, just missed on the connection. Because the receiver come back off the driven deep, and when the quarterback scrambles, every coach tells their receivers, if you're the deep receiver, you come back to the quarterback. You're the short receiver, either you stand still and he finds you, or you go deep. You got to do the crisscross. Got to make something happen in that secondary. So 3rd and 10 now. No gain on 2 plays for the Lobos. Dive right side, wide open. Adler's going to crease down the side, close to the 20-yard line. Nice open field tackle. Riley Jones on the tackle. That's a good tackle, Randy, coming up from the secondary.
Riley's been a fixture there for, I believe, about 3 years, but he's a 4-year football player, senior.
Yeah, now that could have very well been a touchdown-saving tackle, too. When your safeties are making those tackles, any way to get the ball carried down is a great tackle. So 4th and 2, Rocky Mountain going to go for it. Big play here for the Fossil defense. It's tight end left. And they got drawn off sides. So an easy first down with the 5 yards for the encroachment call.
Just a lack of concentration right now.
Yeah. Happened in the first half, too, and a lot of penalties tonight. Several personal fouls and sportsmanlike conducts on both teams' first half. I would imagine coaches definitely addressed that at halftime. So 1st and 10 now, ball down close to the 16-yard line. Curl play left side, bust through the middle, goes up. Jones comes up, makes a nice tackle to stop the gain. Gain of about 6. Boy, they just keep falling behind. Oh, big old 73 over there, Randy. That's just a tonic that they keep using.
You're going to hear that a lot this year on the CSU commit.
Yeah, there's a reason why. When you're 6'6" and 280, 290, and a lot of room to grow. And your little brother's next to you, who's about 6'6".
Plays a little basketball, too, the little brother.
Dive play left side. Nice job of stacking it up that time. Fossil Ridge bowed their neck. No real gain on the play, maybe a yard. Yancey on the carry. Just as they come in and out, they do rotate their plays by receiver messenger. 7:50 to play here. Clock just running on the drive. It's exactly what you want if you're Rocky Mountain. You keep the clock running, pick up first downs. 3rd and long 4. Snap, toss play left. Nice job of getting outside there.
Oh, great defense.
Outside linebackers have done a nice job of coming across the play and just turning in. You got to get your numbers upfield. That makes that running back turn back, and there's all your help. So field goal unit coming on the field. Ball's going to be spotted in the 29-yard field goal. Good snap, good kick, big kick on the leg there, and that ball is good. Extends the lead to 20-0, and just a nice job on the pop there. Number 92, that was Jacob Willig, the sophomore. And Rocky right now is just add to the lead. That's tough.
They're feeling pretty good about themselves. Yep. And again, what happens in sports is if you're winning, you start getting more confidence. You start running your plays better. You're more focused. And you're losing, it's a challenge to, keep that going.
Yeah.
And we saw that, as Fossil Ridge gave them a first down, which that's just pure focus, the ability to be able to focus. But there's a reason teams try to draw people off, because it works occasionally.
Yeah, and tonight that's twice.
You can catch this game on Facebook Live as well, Streaming Sports NoCo and Streaming Sports.
So our second rivalry game here in town, back-to-back cross-city games. Last night, Poudre and Fort Collins, when Poudre just putting on a display. 3-0, as you said, we expect to see them ranked.
Yeah, Marty and Eric were talking over at halftime, and Marty says they're getting some notice in the Denver market.
Big hit going on down there, spun him around. Tristan Burdeck just took it up. Nice return, getting about 20 yards on the return, out past the 20, so a net gain instead of taking it in the end zone.
Talking a little bit about Poudre, very balanced team, but the things they have the quarterback, they have the running back, they have the wideout, and they have got the good defense.
Yeah,
and that's it.
They've got the size, and they got enough depth. They've got 8-9 kids with some size to play up front, and as you said, when you've got all those components clicking, they're going to be tough to handle for anybody.
Well, JT Erickson's tough to handle just on his own.
Yep. High snap again. Throws it back to slot play. I like that. That's open. Burdick takes the catch and gain of about 5 or 6.
Went backwards, though. I'd like to.
Yeah. Tried to go and make the big play. But that's the same toss play out there. It's just kind of a fake to see if the linebacker will come up and give that quarterback a little bit more room, for that slot receiver. Again, Rocky plays that too high, that Tampa 2 safeties in the slot. It doesn't have everybody on there, about 10 yards off. Right now, when you're up 20-0, that play is not going to worry you too much. Keep them in front of you, make tackles. 2nd and 5. Quick out play getting over here to Murphy. Stays alive, got guys around his legs.
Got first down, though.
Yep. Definitely what Fossil Ridge needed there. Just to control. They need to have some success, don't they?
Yeah, and they drove the ball down in the last 2 minutes down to get a field goal attempt. So maybe they, it looks like maybe they're going back to some of those plays that were successful.
Yeah, you got to take what the defense will give you. And once again, the defensive backs are playing off a bit. Certainly don't want to give up the good one, although I expect Hoke one of these times will want to test him downfield. 1st and 10, Sabercats. Quarterback run draw the whole time there. And just goes out of bounds. No gain, maybe a loss of yard on the play. Smartly goes out just to stop the clock. So far, in the second quarter to this one, it's been pretty much quarterback run or quarterback throw. Not many involving the running backs. Very similar to what we saw last year with Griffin, where Griffin Roberts, really strong runner too. Made a lot of yardage on his own. Different kind of runner than Hoke, obviously. Hoke much more of a speed and shifty runner. Had a lot of runs early, but kind of tough to get back in those. There's the ball going down. We talked about, he's got a man wide open. Long pass play. Going to be caught, knocked out of bounds about the 16, but that's what the Sabercats needed.
What a throw.
Well, yeah, and he got rid of the ball quickly, didn't he? He got his man out there in the open, and the quarterback on the far side, a safety's not going to get there. I like that, just headed down far, and I think it was Jimmy Carson, number 5, on the catch. What a game he's having. And a big break for the Sabercats offense, taking advantage of the deep ball there. Get them back into this game, get a touchdown, get their confidence back. It's a long second half. Anybody watched UCLA and Texas A&M last weekend knows that comebacks are had. Quarterback run up the middle. Gain of a couple.
And Fossil Ridge has come back a few times too. So,
well, you got to hang your hat on some play like that. And right now, that's the spark they needed. Second and 9. First down inside the 4-yard line. A lot of room to operate the offense still, though. Back sets up in front of the quarterback. Still the rollout pass play. Shovel play underneath. Like that pass again. Got the outside edge. Plenty of speed, though. Good speed on the defense. And we got a late flag call. I think it's going to be a little extracurricular on the Lobos. Not so much the yardage is going to be gained, but the actual fact it's going to be an automatic first down inside the 10-yard line. I don't know if it's a face mask call. We'll get to hear from the officials.
Well, it was something looking over across the way. The Rocky
Personal
Mountain
foul. Face mask, yep.
Get a shot of that Rocky Mountain student section over
using their phones
across the way.
Quite the.
It's
an effect.
Yeah. Rocky Mountain student section typically is the most imaginative group I think in town. They we missed it live, but they love to do the roller coaster. And they did it great. Somebody tweeted that, and I retweeted it. So if you go out to my
toss
Twitter
left
account.
On first down, forced outside though. That was telegraphed a little bit. Loss of about 3 or 4 on the play.
Well, you know they haven't established the running game. So when you try to go outside, it's
that was very horizontal.
It's just, and it's easy to read when you don't have really anything.
Well, the defensive backs are not going to play as deep right now because there's not much field left. I mean, the ball was on about the 5-yard line. Now you lost 3 or 4 in the play, makes it actually about 5 out to the 11-yard line. So it's second and goal. Doesn't hurt the passing game to back up, frees up a little of that same space you just lost. Rocky Mountain's going to have to adjust to that slot player now because you're still looking again. About every time you see the set play, it's been a pass. There it is again. He pump fakes. Ball's pulled back in. I think somebody did jump that route on the outside and Hope just pulled it back.
He had a slant wide open standing in the end zone.
I think he's pretty much focused on that little void again underneath the safety because he pump faked at it and pulled it down. And that's why that slant was open, but you don't have much time.
Fossil Ridge really needs to score a touchdown here.
Well, you got to come away some points. Third and goal. Ball snapped over the head. Hook's going to maybe get a bounce to pick it up. No, he just smartly covers it.
And it takes him out of field goal range pretty much too. So, Fossil Ridge, fourth down.
Yeah. And actually, it wasn't goal to goal. That was my mistake. I thought they got first down and goal inside the 10, so they did have a yard to gain to get into the inside the 4-yard line still.
So kind of in the we have nothing to lose.
Yeah, no
mode.
Well, it's too
down
long.
20 to nothing.
Into that win, you're not going to make a field goal. And why would you punt from here? You might only gain 7 yards. So pass towards the end zone. Rush coming up. Just 4 being rushed. Hoke's going to run. Gets away from 1 or 2. But runs out of bounds. Probably discretion being the better part of valor there. There's 3 Lobos that had him pinned in, and what are you going to do? Prove somebody you're going to run over somebody to gain a yard.
Well, we've watched this for about 3 years now. Many times the quarterback's the leading rusher for Fossil Ridge. And
yeah, it's very QB-centric right now, or it has been. And it's a little tough. I mean, they're not running any motion. They've done maybe one cross the give play, but the timing on that was in the first quarter just didn't mesh well. The shovel pass looked like that worked twice now. So, I mean, you got to do a few more things just to have some misdirection because as the play goes, the linebackers are just flowing to the outside. So 2:23 left here in the third quarter. We got a timeout on the field. We'll be right back. You're watching Stream It Sports.
Wayne, everyone knows by now that Schrader's Country Stores have the best car washes around. They don't need to see you standing in the car wash explaining the undercarriage wash, the rocker panel spray, the protective finish application, and the jet dryer. No, Wayne, all you have to do is see the beautiful shine on my nice clean car. No muss, no fuss, and I'm certainly not all wet.
You won't get soaked at Schrader Country Store car washes, just shiny clean.
You see the clock there, 2:23 left, 20-0 Lobos over the SaberCats. And Rocky Mountain really came out a little slow, but then they've had a couple of really big plays, a huge play towards the end of the half. Long pass play, blown coverage.
Yeah, Brandel hitting Stevens down the far sideline, and kind of a backbreaker there. Turnover and downs now, so 1st and 10 Lobos get the ball in their own 19. Brandel under center. Blitz coming, nobody's on the corner out here to the side. And quick handoff. Foster is basically just going to say, we're not going to let you gain. You see that corner coming on the blitz, and they've certainly shown a tendency to come to the left side. They've had pretty good success, obviously. You get 2 or 3 stuffed, then you get 1 for 60. So you'll keep doing it. And they haven't, being ahead 20-0, they don't have to get too imaginative with the play calling, do they?
No, they don't. They just watch that clock run.
Right now, you'd love to get a first down. Foster Ridge would love to stop them. Actually, the wind seems to be dying. That tape in that north end zone, south end zone is not just pounding as it was. Dive on the right side that time.
Faux. Yeah,
that's right. Just keep going. Number 27 just pops through the crease there. Nice tackle. Runs right into his linebacker. But Cameron Marangello on the run brings up about 3rd and 5. That tweener distance, do you run it again or not? I mean, at Rocky Mountain now, like I say, if you run it and we're down to 120, you wouldn't run the quarter out, but you'd have a good chance of getting through there, and that gives you a 3-touchdown lead going into the 4th. Going to throw, though. Brandel forced his right, got the outside, he's got a look. Got a man just on the edge. Kind of waited a little long to get rid of it. Receiver, I guess, had to kind of clear.
We talk about senior quarterbacks. Last year we had a bunch of senior quarterbacks. One of the things you see is the decision-making is quicker, and, you're just more mature.
Yep.
If
you got to see it. You
you're
can't
a
do it in
sophomore,
practice.
you just got your license.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yep. Yeah. No, you got to get out there and see those situations. So nice job by the Fossil defense getting the 3 and out. Punt formation now for the Lobos. 2 setbacks, 1 short, 1 deep. Bad snap over the edge. Kick's going to be rugby style. It's going to take a big bounce. Gets across midfield, down across the 40. Teo Vitano there turning around and down the ball, and his knee did a turn there that would have put you and I on the ground and probably called it a night. I don't know how that didn't hurt. But good field position for the SaberCats, so a nice job by the punter that time. He's forward, just getting the ball off. If Fossil would have had a blitz, called that time, a punt block call, that would have been certainly a interesting outcome.
Talking about our busy weekend next weekend, we have a broadcast Thursday night, Fort Collins and Greeley West. Friday night, another city game, Poudre and Fossil Ridge, and then Saturday, Fairview visits Frenchfield. So we got a busy weekend next weekend.
Yes, we do. Greeley West just beat Longmont. Big power here in Northern Colorado.
That time of
nice
year,
on the slot
boys,
there.
Open.
Just didn't see him very well. He had his man on the slot there. Got to time it a little better, and that's what the slot pass is all about. Pass was intended down there for number 82. Like I said, he was on the edge there, Niles Tilley. Made his cut, but just didn't mesh. I think we'll see that again, don't you?
I hope so.
Fake the toss. Now the man back in the slot. Nice job again. Ball's on the ground. Still loose. Popped up. Rocky Mountain's got it. Well, not sure what they're... And an eligible man downfield, so Rocky Mountain's going to decline that because they got the ball. That happened the second time they called that play. It's a fake toss option there, and somebody in the huddle's not hearing that it's actually an option to throw the ball to, and that's twice they've had an eligible downfield.
And that was a first down play, one of their better plays.
Yep. I love the call.
Tanner ran that beautifully.
Yep.
I mean, he faked well.
Well, they've seen that play enough now. The linebackers are stepping up, and like I said, it just increases that void, and the receiver both times there just steps into the edge. I think that's Kevin Simpson there, number 2. Like I said, it's so hard to see their numbers, but I believe that was Simpson. He steps in there and he stops, and Hook just hits him right in the hands. Unfortunately, just didn't get it put away, and Rocky Mountain popped it out. So Lobo's back on the ball across midfield, 1st and 10. Now they're in the double wing, single back. Procedure call. It'll be an easy one. Got one team that and there it is, the first one. Nice block on the outside by Yancey. He gets a seal block on the corner. And the side judge throws about a 2-foot pass with his handkerchief. So I would imagine that's going to mean a holding call.
Sorry about that. We lost
a little bit of a technical.
Our picture.
Yep.
You would not believe the technology it takes for us to bring you these games. And if you'd have told me 10 years ago you could do this, I'd have said no way. But
5 years ago.
Yeah.
So holding's the call.
This is our 6th year broadcasting these games, and every year it gets a little better. And
change is fast, and we enjoy the progress and more of the things we can bring to you to watch these athletes compete.
I want to thank Poudre School District too. They, brought internet up to the booth. They've done everything we've asked to make as good of broadcasts as we possibly can.
And thanks to all of you who tune in from wherever you may be in this world. A lot of relatives watching outside of town and replays too. So 1st down and 20. Motion far side, give the ball up in the edge. Adler running forward, just misses that crease and gets tripped up. Gain of about 8.
And that's a quarter.
And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. So after 3 quarters here at French Field, it's 20-0. Rocky Mountain leads Fossil Ridge. You're watching Stream It Sports.
Welcome to Toyota's National Clearance Event.
We love adventure and we want something safe.
RAV4 comes with Toyota Safety Sense Standard.
Just imagine the things we'll see.
Here we go. Oh, look at the zebras.
Oh, look at those 2 rhinos. Oh.
Are they?
Oh.
Maybe the beach.
Love the beach.
Right now, get 0% APR financing for 72 months on a new 2017 RAV4. Or get $3,000 cash back on RAV4.
Enjoy the sights.
Toyota, let's go places.
You're watching PSD High School Sports live in high definition on Stream It Sports NoCo.
Back here, 4th quarter starting, 20-0 Rocky Mountain. Kind of putting a beat down on Fossil Ridge.
Pretty strong game here, and like I say, that quarter nothing happened, but they did run the ball and run the clock. Nothing, if you're not scoring your Fossil Ridge, that's tough. Screen play on the other side. One block out there. Adler steps one man around, goes around the corner. A lot going on there. Adler made a nice run after the short catch. Those timing and touch plays that you got to have as a quarterback, and Brandel did a nice job of letting the defensive lineman come to him. So gain of about 7 or 8, brings up 3rd and about 7 or 8. They need to get past the 38-yard line of Fossil Ridge.
And we got some company here in the booth. A fly.
Yeah, it's getting to be the season, isn't it? We got in here earlier tonight. There's several thousand dead ones here. So that progresses up here, high atop French Field. Brandel looks to his right, throws the slot inside, hits Stevens on the numbers for the 1st down. Nice pitch and catch. I tell you what, Cody Stevens and the timing, along with he and Brandel, progressing just from one game to the next, isn't it?
Yeah, that was and you you really need to have that play in your pocket, don't you? You need to be able to pull that play out.
Yep.
And that's what I was saying. When Fossil Ridge was down to 10, they had a guy running right in the with that exact play. You know, that route, I mean. And so you really got to be able to make that play in 5A football.
So 1st and 10 now, ball in the 37.
And nobody knew where nobody was going.
You can't have that many guys going in motion. And
yeah, it's you move, no, I'll move, no, I'll move.
Now, one of you got to get set really quick. Rocky Mountain's done that to themselves several times on 1st down tonight. They've had several 1st and 15s or greater.
What? The White Hats had a workout in.
Well, yeah. Not to his detriment. How PC was that? Not that it wouldn't hurt me. So ball moved back now after the procedure penalty to the 42. Yancey in motion straight up to give up the middle. Fullback Adler just knifes his way through for about 5 or 6, and it's not so much that the yardage is decent yardage, Randy, but they kept the clock going. It's down to 10:20 left in the game. Credit to a few of those guys up front up there for Rocky Mountain too. You see 55 up there, Christian Atherton. 70, Tyler Kimball, the sophomore. 66 across the line there too. I think it's 60-65. Boy, just getting everybody to move around besides Spencer and Noah Lavelle.
I'm sure Coach Brook, we talked to him, he wants to just slow this game down now, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, he's just to a crawl.
Yep.
That clock just keeps running.
Well, and play with some confidence, play with some edge, as you say. Fake the give there. He's got a man right open down the seam. Didn't chance to see him, but he gets out of it. Brandon's running for his life to the left side. A lot of room to go. Nice job of going down. He didn't have time because he had a man wide open down the seam, but credit Fossil Ridge for getting the pressure. You know, they fake the dive with the motion. That gets the defensive backs to rotate towards you, and the seam pass took up right down the middle, and it was there. Like I said, too much pressure, not enough time.
And
a good, quick decision, too.
Right. And the quarterback, since he was over there, just gets his play, too.
Yep. Yeah. Gained about 5 or 6, so from 1st and 15, brings to 3rd and about 4. Back to the two-back set. Dive left side, Yancey goes forward, stumbles around, a couple people got to his legs, but kept his balance. Gained about 7. Inside the 25, down to the 23.
You just keep it rolling.
Yeah. Well, it just does wear you down, too, as a defense. As you said, you're out there for a long time, as they have been tonight. And I tell you, folks, it is number 66 out there with the snap of the ball, and I don't have a 66 on my roster.
Are you saying there's somebody left off?
Yeah.
He's probably just...
Happens. That's one of the ways to keep us honest. So great move up the front, but you saw the umpire just casually throw his penalty flag into the middle of the pile there. That one will be coming back. They always say you can call holding pretty much every play if you want to, but it's those plays there. You know, you got a lot of guys going in the middle. And if you reach out, you're right in front of the umpire, and they're calling it. Great shot there. Once again, David Haase and Randy McCoy here tonight on the call. Grace Reeder, her first time on camera for us, Randy. We can't be happier, can we?
She's doing a great job.
Pride of the Columbine Rebels and CSU Rugby.
She handles the camera with grace.
There you go. You said it. I did.
Hey.
That was on a tee.
That's why we get paid the big bucks.
That's why we're broadcast professionals.
Yes,
Lobos dive left side. Still going forward, just dragging bodies downfield. Great pop at the end by the safety to come up and hit Adler. Adler, when he gets the ball, his shoulders stay nice and low and runs behind his pads. That's just what you want to see as a coach. Less of a target to hit. He will sleep well tonight. And credit Fossil Ridge. I mean, their defense has been out there a long time tonight.
Yeah, their offense has not been able to really drive the ball. Even when they've gone somewhere, it's been on big plays. And still 10-0 Pine Creek over Windsor. So we got a couple of shutouts.
Yep. 7:48 left in the game here. 2nd and 10 after the holding penalty moved him back. Run left side to Adler again. It's kind of going forward. Interior of the SaberCat defense.
And Rocky Mountain's being predictable on purpose, I believe, because I believe they think they can run the ball 3 times and get a first down. So,
well, and it's been proven out back and forth. I think that Graham West got off the bottom there, along with number 62, along with 46, Sean Bauerfeind. Bauerfeind had a nice game last week, too. A lot of tackles.
We got a timeout. We'll listen to the Fossil Ridge Band here. They're back in action. That's the Fossil Ridge Performance Band, our marching band.
Yeah, that's about as good a sound as you can get out of any high school you're ever going to hear.
Yeah, that's a good.
So big play here, 3rd and 8. You never say die. There's plenty of time in this game with the speed and the arm of Tanner Hoke, but it's 7.5 minutes to play. Left side, Yancey spins off one tackle, doesn't get away from the second, so the penetration made him step by, and you're going to get a timeout called. I like the idea there by Fossil Ridge. Stop the clock. Because right now they're going to make them do that, aren't they, Randy?
Yeah, so we'll go to a timeout. Our score 20-0. Rocky Mountain over Fossil Ridge. You're watching Stream It Sports.
If this is how your bank sees the world, how do they see you? Be an individual at First Bank. Banking for good.
And we have not mentioned, there's the Rocky Mountain Band over on the other side. So both bands here tonight supporting their team. You can't hear them as much because they're on the other side. But
field goal attempt is up long enough, hits the goalpost, and bounces back into the field of play. But they're saying it went under. I couldn't tell if it went under or not. The official's standing right there looking up at it.
Yeah, I was going to say,
when it goes right, it's going right. Because it hit the upright, the right upright, goes to the left side, hits the bottom of it, and they got that off in a hurry. So back that up tonight when you get home and watch this and hit the little replay and move that back, because we can't do it ourselves, unfortunately. But plenty of leg, bit well up on the top of the upright. And sorry for being a little slow on the uptick there, because they ran out and got it set up. So after the made field goal, 23-0, 7:13 to play. And Fossil Ridge will get a chance now. They got the wind at their back, although that wind's really died down. I don't think that's much of a factor now, Randy, as it was before, especially when he kicked off the third quarter.
Well, they're going to have to obviously get the ball down the field, and they've been dinking and dunking pretty much the whole night.
Yep.
But their dinking and dunking kind of crashes when they get in the red zone.
Well, they've had you've just had mistakes too. They've killed themselves. A couple times you've got snaps over the head. 20-yard losses on those combined. That's just tough to get out of the hole. Hughes Ford drives the ball deep again. No return.
Fossil Ridge probably has the potential to have 9 points at least. And if they score a touchdown, some more. But they've gotten close.
Nobody says about potential?
Yep.
They just having the continuity. Both teams have done a lot to themselves tonight. Rocky Mountain with several.
Yeah, they have not played a clean game by any stretch.
No, more on the penalty side, and both teams with some personal fouls. I think Rocky's actually had 3, maybe just 1 on Fossil Ridge, but I generally don't count the face masks and the really dumb mistake area because it's a little bit more of a play of execution. Running room up the middle now, and they're just going to take advantage of that. Rocky Mountain's kind of going to a wide four-man front, and the linebackers will step back a little bit. They're just going to try to keep them in front of you. Say, okay, if you want to drive the ball 8, 10, 12 yards at a time, that's fine. We're going to let you do it. 7:06 to play. When they set the chains, they'll start the clock.
Well, I think at this point, Fossil Ridge, you know, they just want to get a touchdown.
Yeah, you need to get a little bit of a moral victory there. Give yourself a chance, and onside kick, you never know. Another give right up the middle. Running back clear room again. Good play call. Nice tackle from the safety spot. Tell you what, that was a solid midfield tackle. Stopped the first down. Tackle by number 35 for the Lobos. That's Mason Mullenhauer. Good solid tackle. Not only was it an open field tackle, but it kept the first down and it kept the clock running. 6.5 to play. Delayed blitz coming. Actually, we got a different quarterback in there now. Nice pass over the top. That's number 11's in there playing quarterback now. That's Sean Moser, the sophomore. So sorry about that. Didn't connect there until he turned. I got a lot of lights on him. There's what you got to like. No, big old number 75 there. He went down, had a hard time getting up. He kept getting up from the sidelines. Zach Heckman, the junior, he said that's why he's a captain. He said, no, I'm staying in. You can't drag me off. He wants to be part of this. Play being called to the line of scrimmage, so Moser setting up back in the pistol formation again. Trips to the near side. Kind of the pass pro set when the running back comes up. Another high snap, wasn't quite ready for it. Ball's to the ground. So that'll be a loss of about 12 or 13. And that was kind of just trying to look away a little early.
Yeah, he could have caught that when it wasn't a great snap, but.
Yeah, first thing you do. So they need to get down. The ball's going to be snapped on their own 44-yard line. They need to get to the 41-yard line, or actually 36-yard line of Rocky Mountain. Be the yard to gain. They've got 3 downs to do it. They're definitely in 4-down territory wherever they're at right now. High snap again. Steps up. Got pressure from behind. He's going to try to get rid of it. That's going to be called. I think he's going to be called down before they actually what a call. He tried to throw a left-handed pass just to get rid of it. He's better off just saying, "I was down."
Well, Rocky Mountain can pin their ears back because
both those ends are going to say, "I'll meet you in the back of the quarterback." You got that imaginary spot about 8 yards deep, and you got to rush to contain, but you're definitely rushing. So losses on 2 consecutive plays makes it about 3rd and 25. Wasserback throws, got the out, fires downfield. Nice solid tackle, keep the ball in front of you. Good catch by Murphy. And we had a play call after that, and I think we know why.
He opened his mouth.
A little bit of frustration. So after the play completed, flags thrown. No, I like the pass that time though. Moser he put a good spin on the ball, didn't he?
Yeah, that was a great pass.
Referee is going to explain what we're pretty much assuming. Personal foul. Dead ball foul.
And it was in front of the bench there, so I didn't see it.
No, nobody arguing. A little frustration coming out.
Yeah.
So ball back now on the 32-yard line. Need to go to the 36, and still it's 4th down because that was after the play. So Fossil Ridge will go for it.
4th and LaPorte.
Yeah. Ode to the Godfather there, Kevin Westhouse. Rush right up the middle, fires it downfield, got a man open. Caught. Tell you what, the defensive back had all the time in the world, knew he had it coming, and just misjudged it. And staying with the play, the receiver, I think that was Mike Kravick, number 17. Yeah, nice catch there. Kravick staying with it, and actually
not enough for the first down.
Yeah, it was just short of the chain, and the monster about as far as he could throw it. But great play by Kravick, sticking with the play. Yeah, that's one of those times the defensive back, and I can kind of think of what that feels like. If you're Raheem Moore a few years ago with the Denver Broncos, putting the Baltimore Ravens into the Super Bowl with that, when you just misjudge it. You're in the air and you're not staying there. The ball goes by. So Lobos take over on downs, 4:41 left in the game. Snap, sweep right side, turns it straight up field.
They'll be very content to run this clock out.
That's all it's going to take there. Yep, run up just on the curl play again. Cameron Marangelo, tell you, Rocky Mountain's pretty set with running backs. Junior Marangelo, Junior Yancey, Junior Adler. All three of those guys, you can just switch jerseys, couldn't you?
Yeah, they certainly have potential. And again, this has not felt like a 23-0 game. You know, there's been two big plays, but this feels like a 14-3 game or something.
Well, Fossil Ridge, unfortunately, though, hasn't been near the end zone. They've got to get something to string together. They have a chance to get the ball back. Another procedure penalty in Rocky Mountain. Because the closest the Fossil Ridge has been the entire game was the first drive of the game when they went down and went for it and were stopped. Other than that, I'm not sure if they've crossed the 30-yard line.
Well, they were down.
No, earlier they
down
were.
To
Yep,
10, yeah.
Yep, down to 10, and just didn't happen. Now it's a tough way to spend a Friday night when you've had so much, go right but going wrong against you, and it's just that's tough resolve to have as a high school player. Confident they'll bounce back. Only 2 games into the season. Toss left by the Lobos. Yancey goes outside.
I've been pretty impressed with their defense, though, Fossil Ridge.
They play very nice on the perimeter. Very nice on the perimeter. Rocky Mountain will certainly have a lot of total yards in time of possession, but it's one of those where you just got to keep them honest, but they've broken the big play and made the difference, and that is the difference in the game. So timeout called on the field. 3:28 left in the game, 23-0 Rocky Mountain. We'll be right back. You're watching Stream Sports.
Welcome to Toyota's National Clearance Event.
We love adventure and we want something safe.
RAV4 comes with Toyota Safety Sense Standard.
Just imagine the things we'll see.
Here we go. Oh, look at the zebras.
Oh, look at those 2 rhinos. Oh.
Are they?
Maybe the beach.
Love the beach.
Right now, get 0% APR financing for 72 months on a new 2017 RAV4. Or get $3,000 cash back on RAV4.
Enjoy the sights.
Toyota, let's go places.
Back here now after the timeout by Fossil Ridge. 3rd and 9 for the Lobos. Run play as you'd expect. Downfield's got a spot, got first down yardage. He's going to go to the end zone. Yancey breaks it back against the grain and will really seal the deal here for the Lobos on a 57-yard run.
And that's really the main idea, isn't it? You just pepper them,
yeah.
And eventually something's going to break.
Well, and it's just that lane control. Everybody kind of overran him. He saw a nice crease in the back. He got upright, hit the gas, and nobody had a chance to turn and run with him. And another long play by the Lobos for the touchdown. But like you said, it's kind of like Novocaine. You keep going, and then finally you realize it worked. Snap is down, kick is up, and this one didn't hit anything but the back of the end zone, and good. So 3:17 left here. After the turnover on downs and a couple of plays, Rocky Mountain breaks it, and we'll take a break up here. You're watching Streaming Sports.
You're watching PSD High School Sports live in high definition on Stream It Sports NoCo.
So we're back here with the Munster theme. Those of you might be old enough, I heard about it from my parents. There's a good shot of the cheerleaders and the Fossil Ridge Band. It's always better at a football game when the band's here, isn't it?
Yeah. Like I always say, nobody has more fun than the band.
Well, and there's a big crowd here tonight. It'll take a while to get out.
Yeah, several thousand, so sit and enjoy it, folks. Several thousand people showing up to support their teams.
The 528 represented
Big
over
time.
on this side.
Boy, another big kick well into the end zone. That is a weapon. Saren Hughes Ford, when you just regularly don't have a chance for a return, that big play spark that you'd like to have out of your return teams, that is something. We saw that last night. Both Collins and Poudre don't really have that kicker to take it to the end zone. Chance now, I think you see a lot of substitutes in for Rocky Mountain, giving more people time to play. Varsity action, just like we saw that last night. Both Poudre and Collins getting kids in the game, get experience. You can't replace game time, can you?
No.
So no backs. Trips here to the near side. Quarterback steps up, trying to find somebody downfield. I think the ball was out. No, they're going to call him down. He's kind of holding his hand out there as he's going down, and he was down.
Could be a mercy call there too.
Oh yeah, that might be a good way to do it. 2:57 clock is running, trailing 30-0. You know, if you're the front four right now for Rocky Mountain, this is what you like. This is just a speed test.
Well, when I was watching that Chiefs victory last night, that's what Justin Houston did to Tom Brady in the fourth quarter.
Yep.
He lit him up about 3 times because, they knew what he was going to do.
Yep. Trips to the top of your screen. Snap. Motion looks to the sideline now. He's going to take it downfield. Throws the ball up. Oh. Safety had it in his eyes. Hits his hands and doesn't bring it down. There's a good break on the ball, though, by number 21 there, Jake McGallahan. Played a solid game there in the backfield tonight. Others going back and pass defense there, 39, and Bo Vandersloy's. Far side, 25 is Blake Riot. 15 on the near side. Actually, no, it's like 16, excuse me. I'm trying to make sure I got the right numbers out there. Third down, about 13. Give on the handoff. I think that's a good play call, Randy. Just get it out of there. Don't do something. Just put yourself back. There's 2:20 to play. Be fourth down and about 7. Play coming in from the sideline again. Tell you what, though, neither team tonight can't lack for effort. Execution at times, things like that, mistakes, a lot of penalties for the Lobos, some execution at snap for the Sabercats that time, though Mosser, again, Calvin Murphy just showing that he's pretty solid out there at receiver. Actually, that was Mike Kravick. I saw the 7. I assume it's Murphy, very similar athletes. Same results, both run good patterns, make good cuts, stops back and pulls the ball in. So first down, Mosser to Kravick.
Well, and, in competition, everything's up for grabs, and I think the quarterback position is one position right now.
Yeah. Well, sophomore and a junior there. Now the running back that went in motion at the time was running towards the line of scrimmage. Right now the defense is just keeping him in front. And it's party on the far side and a little bit reality on the near side. If you've been in competition long enough, you get to enjoy them both. One says, I'm ready to go back and work hard next week, and another says, I'm going to enjoy this one tonight.
Well, they both are in very tough conferences. So.
Yeah, oh yeah, there's no doubt about that. Another nice little pitch and catch. Mosser outside, shakes one tackle, going out of bounds. Nice job by the sophomore, just get that out of his hands. I mean, like I said, Rocky Mountain doesn't care about the passes going underneath. We're down to 109. Not enough time for that to get you downfield.
Well, I think Fossil Ridge is literally got to say, run this play. Let's run this play successfully.
Yeah, you're right. Build on some repetition there. They need some confidence to end the game. Looks to his right, sprints out to the left, still looking downfield, decides to run. Got to put the ball away.
Kind of slides in there,
yeah,
doesn't he?
Did. Yeah. Like the confidence.
Not sure if he's a Preston
Peter Crone there, the sophomore for the Lobos, linebacker, getting up a little slow, but he won't come out. Yeah, good time right now. A lot of substitutions in the game for both teams and get your chance to play.
36 seconds left.
I think we do have a timeout call. I think Rocky Mountain called a timeout. Like I say, that's part of having those young players out there. You want to get them all in the right spot.
Yep, and we'll talk a little bit about our schedule next weekend.
A busy one.
Yeah, also has some volleyball. We had our first Windsor volleyball broadcast last night. And try and get a score on the Pine Creek game for you as well. But Sam and Cody on the volleyball.
Well, some very good volleyball in this area. We know that. Awful good softball in this area too. Fossil Ridge and Fort Collins, Rocky Mountain, Poudre. Everybody's competing this time of year. School just seemed to just started, but now you're into that second week of varsity competitions.
14th, we've got Poudre and Broomfield on volleyball. So four broadcasts next week.
Second down snap. Monster takes it, rolls out to his right, being pressured. A little bit long, but it had to get rid of it.
It's got to be a satisfying win for Coach Brook.
Yeah, when you get a shutout, if it holds for the next 29 seconds, not many of those in high school.
But you know, Coach Brook mentioned, he'd rather play these games towards the end of the year when they mean something, because literally it's a non-conference game.
Yeah, that just seems to take a little off of a game they should have so much excitement about.
And I'm not sure how much this will help Rocky, but
nice
the
read
RPI.
there. Yeah, well, it depends on the rest of the year. Good read on the outside, come up making a quick tackle, number 42 there, Neil David, the junior.
And getting beat 30-0 is not going to help you anytime. So,
well, like Fossil Ridge, they got time to run one more play. And it is fourth down. And they better hurry up. Snap in time, give to the running back. Steps out of the side.
And
that'll do it as he goes out of bounds. So time's expired here at French Field.
You see Rocky Mountain, see the teams coming together to congratulate each other. Hear the band anyway. Our score 30-0, Rocky Mountain over Fossil Ridge. Go over to our other game if you want to, Windsor Pine Creek. I'm not sure if it's done yet, but last I heard, Pine Creek was up 10-0. So for Grace, for Dave Haase. A little tired tonight, folks, but for David Haase, this is Randy McCoy. Again, our score, 30-0, Rocky Mountain rocks Fossil Ridge. Thank you for watching. We will see you next time.
Poudre School District High School Football, live on Stream It Sports Northern Colorado, has been brought to you by Schrader Oil. Fuel your day. By Pedersen Toyota in Fort Collins. Everything cars made easy. And by First Bank. Visit any of our convenient locations in Northern Colorado. First Bank, banking for good.